What if I told you that true attraction doesn't start with a compliment, a touch, or a grand gesture? It starts with a greater presence. Imagine this. Without raising your voice or lifting a hand, you captivate her mind, spark curiosity, and create a connection so powerful she feels truly seen and understood. That's the magic of attention. Most people stay on the surface, generic compliments like, "You're beautiful," or "I love your smile." While kind, these words don't touch her inner world. True connection happens when you go beyond the obvious and notice the little things others overlook, like how her voice changes when she talks about her passions, or the way her eyes light up when she mentions a dream. For instance, let's say she casually mentions how stargazing makes her feel connected to the universe. Later, you bring up an upcoming meteor shower, saying, "I remembered you love stargazing. Thought you'd like to know." That simple act shows you're paying attention not just to her words, but to her world. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, said it best: "Concentrate like a Roman." It's about being present, not distracted. When you make her feel seen, she feels safe, and safety builds emotional connection, which creates a bond far deeper than words or gestures. So, next time you're with her, don't try to impress her. Instead, observe, listen, and reflect her light back to her. Because true presence isn't about saying more, it's about being there. And that's irresistible. The power of nonverbal communication. Did you know that sometimes the most powerful connections aren't built through words, but through what remains unsaid? In a world full of distractions, mastering nonverbal communication, how you show up in silence, can be your secret weapon for creating unforgettable moments. Take eye contact, for instance. It's often called the window to the soul, and for good reason. When you hold her gaze, not in a way that's overbearing, but calm and inviting, it sends a powerful message. I see you, and I'm fully here with you. Most people glance quickly, distracted by their surroundings or their phones. But when you hold her gaze just a second longer than expected, it signals confidence, focus, and sincerity. It's not about staring, it's about being present. Pair that eye contact with a genuine smile, a subtle one, not forced. It says, "I'm comfortable with myself, and I want you to feel the same." This simple combination is magnetic, turning a fleeting moment into something memorable. The Stoics taught us that presence is power. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your mind is grounded and genuine, your gaze will reflect that strength. Nonverbal communication isn't just about eye contact. It's about creating an energy that makes her feel seen and valued. When done right, it builds trust and creates a quiet tension words alone can't achieve. Think about it. How often do we truly pause and make someone feel like they're the only person in the room? In today's fast-pacing world, offering that kind of attention is rare, and what's rare is irresistible. Here's a tip. The next time you're in a conversation, slow down, hold her gaze a little longer, and let your body language show that you're present. Add a soft smile to ease the moment. It's not about saying much. It's about how you make her feel. This isn't about manipulation or acting like someone you're not. It's about showing up as your authentic self, grounded and confident. By mastering these subtle cues, you create an unshakable presence that's impossible to ignore. Nonverbal communication is a powerful tool. It's not loud, but it's deeply effective. With nothing more than your gaze, a smile, and your presence, you can create moments that linger in her mind long after they've passed. So, remember sometimes, silence speaks the loudest. The art of intrigue and mystery. Have you ever noticed how the most captivating people are those who don't give everything away all at once? Intrigue and mystery aren't about playing games or being distant. They're about creating an irresistible pull by inviting curiosity. Today, we'll explore how to master the art of intrigue and why it's one of the most powerful ways to build attraction. Here's the truth. Predictability is comforting, but it rarely excites. When we meet someone, what draws us in is the unknown. It's that sense of discovery, the feeling that there's more to uncover. Now let's learn about the 4 principles of creating attraction. Principle 1, the power of not saying too much. Imagine this. She asks about your hobbies, and instead of saying, "I like hiking," you say something like, "There's this trail I love. It winds through the forest where sunlight filters through the trees just perfectly. At the top, there's a view that makes the climb worth every step." Now, she's not just hearing about your hobby, she's visualizing it. She might even be imagining herself there with you. This is how you turn a simple conversation into an experience, by painting vivid pictures and holding back just enough detail. You let her curiosity fill in the blanks. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, believed in using words sparingly but with great meaning. When you share something personal, don't lay all your cards on the table. Instead, offer just enough to spark her interest. For example, instead of saying, "I read a lot," you could say, "I've been diving into some ancient philosophy lately. It's fascinating how their ideas still apply today. Maybe I'll share more with you sometime." You've left her wondering what ideas. Why are they meaningful to you? Principle 2, leaving room for curiosity. Here's a key principle. People value what they work for. If you give away everything up front, you remove the intrigue. But when you reveal yourself in layers, she's more likely to stay engaged because she wants to uncover more. When you combine mystery with meaningful dialogue, the connection deepens. Questions like, "What's a dream you've held on to but never pursued?" Or, "What's one experience that shaped who you are today?" Invite her to open up while leaving space for mutual exploration. And when you listen not just to her words, but to her emotions, you show her that you value depth over superficiality. Principle 3, balancing warmth and distance. Intrigue also thrives on balance, the perfect mix of closeness and independence. Instead of being overly available or eager, show her that while you're interested, you also have your own life and priorities. This isn't about playing hard to get. It's about showing her that you respect your time and boundaries. As Seneca said, self-respect is the foundation of strength. When you respect yourself, others naturally respect you too. Remember, Independence isn't about being distant or emotionally unavailable. It's about showing her that you have your own passions, goals, and a fulfilling life she might want to be part of. Principle 4. The subtle art of mystery. The beauty of mystery lies in its ability to keep someone engaged. It's not about being vague or evasive. It's about creating intrigue through thoughtful, intentional communication. Share glimpses of your world, but let her imagination do some of the work. Next time you're in a conversation, resist the urge to explain everything. Skip the small talk and focus on sharing moments that matter to you. Offer a reflection, a vivid story, or even a playful tease, but always leave room for curiosity. Intrigue isn't about manipulation or withholding. It's about creating a connection that feels dynamic, exciting, and real. By embracing mystery, you embrace her to explore who you are, layer by layer. And that's a journey worth taking. The power of calm confidence and playful energy. In a world full of noise, there's something magnetic about someone who radiates calm confidence. Pair that with a dash of playful energy, and you have a combination that draws people in effortlessly. Today, let's dive into how you can master this balance and why it's the ultimate blend for building authentic attraction. Confidence doesn't mean being the loudest or the most dominant person in the room. It's about being grounded, secure in who you are. Add playful energy, and you show you don't take life too seriously. Together, they create an irresistible vibe, approachable yet strong. It's about knowing your worth without needing to prove it constantly. Think of someone who takes a moment to prepare for dinner before answering a challenging question. Their composure speaks volumes. They're not rattled, and they're in control. To build this kind of confidence, start with your internal dialogue. How you talk to yourself matters. If you catch yourself overthinking or doubting, ask, what's the worst that could happen? Most of the time, it's not as big as you imagine. Confidence also shows through body language. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back, and make eye contact. A calm demeanor isn't about being passive, it's about showing quiet strength. You're saying, I'm comfortable with myself, and you can be too. From which you radiate joyful energy. Playful energy is the spark that keeps interactions lively and engaging. It's the wink, the quick wit, the ability to turn a mundane moment into something fun. This energy creates a sense of connection because it shows you're present and enjoying the moment. But playful energy isn't about being over the top or trying too hard to be funny. It's about embracing spontaneity and being open to laughter. When you're playful, you make others feel at ease because they sense that life doesn't always have to be serious. Even in casual conversations, this energy shines. Instead of answering, "What are you up to?" with "just working," try something playful like, "Saving the world, one email at a time. How about you?" It's light, it's fun, and it keeps the conversation flowing. Combine calm confidence and playful energy, and you'll create magic. Calm confidence gives you the foundation to be present and grounded, while playful energy adds a dynamic flair. Together, they create a vibe that's both trustworthy and exciting. Think of it like this. Calm confidence is the steady rhythm, and playful energy is the melody that dances over it. Too much confidence without playfulness can come off as rigid, while too much playfulness without confidence might feel shallow. The balance is key. When you embody both traits, even missteps become opportunities to connect. A confident, playful person doesn't take themselves too seriously. They can laugh at themselves and make others feel comfortable doing the same. Okay, so how do you develop this balance? Start with small steps. Practice mindfulness to build calm confidence, whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply pausing before you speak. For playful energy, spend time around people who make you laugh or engage in activities that bring out your fun side. Another tip: be curious. Ask open-ended questions and respond with playful banter. If someone says they love hiking, you could reply, "Are you one of those sunrise hikers, or the kind who needs coffee before conquering a mountain?" You're showing interest while keeping the tone light. By blending calm confidence with playful energy, you create a presence that's both reassuring and exciting. It's a balance that invites trust while keeping things fresh and engaging. And when you master this, you'll find that connections, whether romantic or platonic, naturally deepen. The art of storytelling and independence. Stories have the power to connect us, to make us feel seen, and to spark curiosity. But storytelling becomes even more magnetic when paired with independence, the ability to stand confidently on your own. In this video, we'll explore how these two elements work together to create an irresistible presence. Storytelling is more than just recounting events. It's an art, a way to share your experiences, values, and perspectives in a way that draws people in. And when your stories are grounded in your own independent journey, they become even more powerful. You will wonder why storytelling matters. Think about the most memorable people you've met. Chances are they're great storytellers. Stories resonate because they create an emotional connection. They're not just facts. They're a way to share meaning. To tell a great story, you don't need epic adventures or wild experiences. What matters is how you tell it. Even everyday moments, like a funny encounter at the grocery store, can become compelling when you add a bit of humor, suspense, or insight. Engagement is key. Use vivid details, dynamic pacing, and pauses to let your audience savor the moment. And remember, storytelling isn't just about entertaining, it's about revealing a part of yourself. A person with the power of independence. Independence is your ability to stand on your own, emotionally and practically. It's about knowing who you are and being comfortable with your own company. This quality doesn't just make you self-reliant, it makes you deeply attractive. When you're independent, you don't rely on others for validation. This doesn't mean you're closed off or aloof. It means you bring something unique and whole to your relationships. People are drawn to that energy. Independence also shows in how you carry yourself. You're comfortable navigating social situations solo, and you have your own passions, interests, and goals. This sense of self makes your stories richer and your presence more intriguing. Here's where the magic happens. When your stories reflect your independent journey, they become deeply personal and relatable. They show not only what you've experienced, but also who you are at your core. For example, instead of just saying, "I went hiking last weekend," share the challenges you faced and how you overcame them. Maybe you got lost and had to find your way back with a dead phone battery. What did you learn? How did it feel? Stories like these showcase your independence while inviting others to connect. They say, "Here's what I've experienced, and here's what it taught me." And that's where real connection happens. So, how do you cultivate both storytelling and independence? Start by reflecting on your own journey. What aha moments have shaped you? What experiences taught you something new? These are the seeds of great stories. Practice sharing these moments with friends or in casual conversations. Pay attention to their reactions, what makes them laugh or lean in. And don't forget to listen to their stories too. Storytelling is a two-way street. Finally, nurture your independence by stepping out of your comfort zone. Try new experiences, pursue your passions, and spend time alone. The more confident you are in yourself, the more compelling your stories will be. Storytelling and independence go hand in hand. Together, they make you magnetic, authentic, and unforgettable. So embrace your journey, share it boldly, and watch as your presence lights up every room you enter. Conclusion. We've covered a lot in this video, from the art of storytelling to the magnetic power of independence. Let's take a moment to tie it all together. Storytelling is about more than entertaining, it's about connection. When you share your experiences, thoughts, and emotions through a well-told story, you invite others into your world. And when that storytelling reflects your independent journey, it becomes even more impactful. The key takeaway? Own your story. Be proud of your experiences, no matter how big or small, and don't be afraid to share them. And remember, independence is what gives your stories depth. When you live authentically, pursue your passions, and embrace your individuality, you bring something truly special to every interaction. So, take some time to reflect on your journey. Think about the moments that shaped you, and practice sharing those stories in ways that feel natural and engaging. And here's the best part. Storytelling and independence are skills you can develop. The more you embrace these qualities, the more magnetic and confident you'll become. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's a story from your life that you've always wanted to share? Or what's one step you're taking to embrace your independence? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. It really helps support the channel and lets me know what kind of content you'd like to see more of. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We explore topics like confidence, connection, and personal growth every week. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Go out there, embrace your story, and live your independence. Until next time, take care.